So, how do you create a new life and a new identity after family estrangement? Now, family estrangement is not a popular topic. There have been times that people have asked me, hey, when was the last time you spoke to so and so? And I'm like, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. It's not popular. People have judgments without even knowing your story. They will judge you for being estranged from your family. It's not an easy place to be. Now, I do know that when you decide to walk away from your family of origin, that it probably has taken decades to make that decision. You probably bargained, you were probably hoping that the dynamics would change, and then you realize 30, 40, 50 years later that you cannot change other people. You can only change and heal yourself. So the first thing I had to do to create a new life outside of family estrangement was to recognize the role that I was playing, because we must take responsibility for our mess. So I realized I had some people pleasing behaviors. I always felt I had to jump through hoops and fences to be loved. And quite honestly, in healthy, safe, and reciprocal relationships, we don't have to be a circus monkey to be properly loved. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I had to accept that this was a loss, because even though you may come from an abusive or dysfunctional family, even though you may have been exposed to a lot of narcissistic abuse, it doesn't mean that it's not a loss on some level. So maybe your loss is the loss of the family you wanted but never got to have, the loss of a healthy dynamic that you never got to experience. Now, these things will affect you the rest of your life because you bring these dynamics into your adult relationships. And the last thing we should do to create a new life is start replacing those unhealthy and dysfunctional relationships with healthy and functional dynamics, because it's actually the new experiences that are going to replace the old and traumatic ones.